for the strengths of that woman and vice versa. Your strengths as a man make up for her weaknesses.
Pillars won't answer this. How the fuck?
Yeah, you'd be wrong.
Are you going to base so much of your ideologies and advice to men around divorce and the unjust financial destruction of men in divorce while simultaneously drilling into women's heads?
All right, we're checking out.
About women's careers, education.
Gonna check out this Rolo Tomasi stream. See what he's talking about. A lot of people don't like this guy because he's the quote unquote father father of the red pill. He goes on Fresh and Fit a lot. Hey, I mess with him. I don't really watch a lot of his content, but hey man, we're all here to learn, bro. We're all here to learn, and we're all here to get an understanding. So let's see what Rolo's talking about today. Come watch with me.
Income, when those are the specific factors that contribute to the financial determinations in divorce,
here's some advice. Here's some real advice. Lay off the DMT.
Including alimony, child support, etc. Your spouse's income, career,
Yo, what'd he say? Oh, hold on.
Child support, etc. Your spouse's income, career, and education directly impact how much financial destruction men may or may not face in the event of a divorce. But since you guys don't care about your spouse's career or education, I guess you're fine with paying her the maximum amount of alimony and child support, right? Otherwise, you'd probably care.
I got a better idea. How about we adjust the divorce laws? Maybe that would be a good place to start.
To my daughter a lot about this. My daughter runs my companies. My daughter didn't know much about business when she started, and she was pretty sick too, and she didn't know a lot, and so it was easy for people who thought they knew a lot about business to pull the wool over her eyes. But Michaela has the ability to ask stupid questions, and we've talked about that a lot. It's like, you only have to ask a stupid question once if you're alert. You ask a stupid question, and if you're in a crowd and you ask a stupid question, 80% of the people in the crowd have the same question. They're just too cowardly to ask. But you ask and then someone actually tells you, you never have to ask that question again.
Right.
You're no longer stupid. So if you ask enough stupid questions because you're honest, well, then you're not stupid anymore.
The wisdom of Jordan Peterson. A big fan of Dr. Marty Hazelton. I've been using her work since the very earliest days. Also a student of Dr. David Buss. Okay, and so she's got a book called Hormonal, and it's basically the ovulatory shift. Because what we're talking about here is ovulatory shift. Okay, so when we talk about the dual mating strategy, ovulatory shift proposes that when a woman is in her proliferative stage, when she's in the ovulatory stage, she's looking for a guy with more masculine features. She's looking for the guy who's going to like slit throats, right? When she's has had when the egg has already dropped and she's already passed the ovulatory phase, she gets into what's called the luteal phase. In the luteal phase, that's when she's looking for comfort. She gets into what Dr. Marty Hazelton has said is a sort of a nesting. What it translates to is when a woman does get pregnant, she goes through, I want to say it's the first trimester or like maybe the second trimester, she goes through what's called the nesting phase, where she like wants to like, put all the, get the baby crib and everything else. But like, if you think of this in a shortened version throughout a 28-day cycle, that nesting period is right around where the luteal phase is. And that's when she starts calling up her telephone friends, and she like guys with more female features, or she wants her girlfriends to come and hang out with her, and she's feeling bad because she fucked the guy in the club when she was in her luteal phase or proliferative phase. And then she goes through and this is theory, okay, but then she goes through the postmenstrual syndrome, where she gets really bitchy. The theory behind that is that the reason she gets bitchy is because she's pushing away all the beta males, or all the more feminized, the comfort guys, away, so that she can go back into that cycle once again, so that she hopefully can reproduce in the next pass in the next cycle. Okay, so how does that relate to the dualistic mating strategy? The proliferative phase is what I would colloquially term as the alpha phase, and then you've got the beta phase, which is right after the egg drops, and whether she's pregnant or she's not. Now, people are going to say, well, what about hormonal birth control? We can talk about that later on. But as far as the dual mating strategy is concerned, that's the micro biological side of alpha fucks and beta bucks. So when we're talking about these things, now here's I know the criticisms of this.
Oh, look at Destiny, man!
In Dr. Marty Hazelton's work, the idea where they go and they ask, say, well, are you attracted to these guys? Is it the guy with the the chiseled jawline and everything? And then the women are saying yes and no. But the thing is that women don't seek extra pairs if they're already in what is termed as a satisfying relationship.
Yeah.
So that's where you get these incels who like just throw caution to the wind and say, oh, I'm doomed. It's hypergamy and it's like a straitjacket and she's just going to want to fuck Chad when she's in her proliferative phase, and the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Now,
no matter what she's going to achieve.
Yes, no matter what she's going to achieve, which is bullshit, because there's too many variables right there, whether she can or she can't. But the most important one is this, is that in those studies, when Dr. Marty Hazelton was going through this, the women who stated that they were in a satisfying relationship, they wanted to fuck more, but they wanted to fuck the guy that they were with at that time.
Again, remember
There we go. Now, what's the... Okay, welcome. Hey, guys. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
The Father's Day edition. I haven't done a Father's Day edition in a long time. I don't think I did one last year. Was I? Maybe I wasn't. I don't think I did. I used to do Father's Day editions of this show with Pat Campbell, and man, I'll tell you, man, those got pretty intense back in the day. Aren't you guys sick of Destiny? Yeah, kind of am, but kind of like Venereal Warts, he shows up every now and then. So. No, actually, I'm not sick of Destiny. I'm actually kind of sick of some other people right now, but this is not a get sick at anybody show today. By the way, Arturo, we got that coming up. That's on tap today too. This is gonna be a much more abbreviated show today, and I know I always say that, but it kind of has to be, because I was going to just do a pre-record and just do a premiere for you guys today, but this is a live show, so don't let anybody tell you it's not. So yes, you feel free to super chat, do whatever you want. But I will be immediately after the show. I'll be jumping in my car with my dogs, and I'm heading off to Lake Tahoe to actually do a little riding up at the lake, and sort of get back to that and sort of power down for a little bit, because I got a lot of stuff coming up in the next the next month. Yes. Robert Kiyosaki will be joining us on the 28th in Las Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a special show, a special edition of Access Vegas that's coming up. And I will be doing some Q&A today too, if you guys want to. That's sort of, I think that is in the offing today, since I am doing the Father's Day show here today. Have you guys seen any other Father's Day takes today? I already seen one of Rob Henderson's tweets, soon to be Dr. Rob Henderson. I think one of his hot takes today was, and I don't know, again, I really hate that I have to like put this out as like sort of an asterisk or a caveat here, but I have to sort of second guess people's tweets these days. As you know, one of the reasons I put Jordan Peterson talking about how his daughter asks stupid questions and she's running his brands right now and running his show. I don't think enough people really realize that. So like when you think you're getting some hot take from Jordan Peterson, you're actually getting it from Michaela. Just she sock puppets him, just so you know. But again, it's the idea that whenever we come around to Father's Day, that it's an excuse, or it's an occasion, it's an opportunity to tell guys to do better. Do better. What do you got here? To what extent does the sisterhood of Morales subsume the loyalty of women for their male relatives? It depends on that male relative, quite honestly. I would also argue that the sisterhood is far more endemic today, and especially in Western societies, than it has ever been before, simply because we have unfettered hypergamy, which we're going to talk about today too.
Oh, the guy's
Everybody
bro.
wants to. I guess we have to go back to the freaking woodshed. I guess we have to go back and do remedial Red Pill 101 one more
Jesus
time.
Christ, bro.
Because I'll tell you right now, if I was to go and do a very long Twitter thread about what hypergamy is and what it isn't, and what dual mating strategy is,
what the fuck? This bitch look like chlamydia.
Take on what is it, mate shifting hypotheses is.
There we go.
I can go and throw that one out till I'm blue in the face, and it won't make any fucking difference. And I'll tell you why. Because people don't care. They don't want to sit here and get a long ass dissertation about how they don't want to see how the sausage is made. They just want the sausage, right? They don't want to know how you came to the conclusions that you did. They just want to have a nice spicy hot take, and then they throw it out there and they're done. So the reason why I'm throwing that one shot at the end there with me, that was when I was on Fresh and Fit, and that's when I was there with Sneeko and Destiny together. And so they just want Sosnick. Yeah, you're probably that was too good. Let's put that up there. That was too good. Yeah, you're right. They want Caesar Flickerman.
A lot of fucking.
Go look up Caesar Flickerman.
A lot going on in these YouTube streets. If you haven't seen Hunger
Games, you don't know who Caesar Flickerman is. Just saying. But yeah. So, oh boy, we already got another troll in here already, man. Gosh, you know what? Instead of like spamming my chat, like just fucking come at me, man. If you want to be on the show, you want to come to Vegas, I'll be happy to talk to you. Oh. Okay. Bye, bitch. Wait. Hold on, there you go.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, she did. Farrah did take the red pill, sort of. We'll talk about that a little bit later too. Tori
what are you
did
doing?
a show on that last night, which, you know, Torsha would be dangerous if she could ever do a stream on time. If she would ever show up on time, like she would actually not. She would be dangerous. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have plenty of new haters in the chats. I'm gonna have plenty of new haters for this one today for sure. Yeah, thank you. Does he? Is it worshiping? Are you sure about that? Are you sure it's worshiping? Is it bowing down? Is that what it is? I'll tell you what's funny is like when people want to talk about like, oh, you just let the little head think for the big head. Do you think that I haven't already written dozens of essays about that and articles about that? You don't care. You don't care to know. Nobody cares to know. That's why I have to do this kind of shit. Why does Rollo do 5-hour podcasts? Well, because it takes that long to actually explain some of this shit. So when I'm talking about, let's just say notables at this point, when I'm talking about guys and who have a spicy hot take on the red pill right now, I'm the one that has to go clean up their mess. And yes, I did see the I guess was it a rage quit? Do you think it was a rage quit that Pearl did with H3H3 with Ethan Klein? I don't know if it was a rage quit so much as it like I think what's funny is like it's like a semi rage quit. Like
Pearl, yo, Pearl can't hold water for shit, dog. Like you argue with Pearl, oh my god.
Either way,
it's if you make H3 look good, dude,
Ethan Klein,
you got to do some research, baby girl. You just over here taking it all in like a sponge, but you're not able to push it out.
Absolutely do that in a hot second. If she can arrange that, actually, I could probably arrange that. I would do that. So yeah, I kind of have to refute some bullshit. All that I feel like I'm always on the fucking defense. I'm always on the back foot with these guys, right? Because all it is just like one spicy hot take after the next. And the reason I threw that last clip out there is because I don't think a lot of people really realize, particularly people who are unfamiliar with the situation, that they don't realize that I've already had these conversations. We've already had these. I mean, hell, there was like 35,000 people like live views for that show, Fresh and Fit. And so I'm still having to deal with the bullshit of like these one-liners. I'm still having to deal with the bullshit of trying to explain what hypergamy is or it isn't. And then I get to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm dealing with somebody who's just basically they have no interest in being in debating. Because like I got into a long thread with
niggas out here nigging. Niggas out here nigging. Niggas gonna nig, bro.
My bad. I probably shouldn't have done this, but I got into a very long thread about hypergamy and dual mating strategy versus mate shifting hypotheses. And I will tell you right now, just for the record, here's some fatherly advice for my sons. Right. Don't get into those debates. Right. Twitter is not the place to have those debates. Certainly not any place to sort of to do any real deep thinking, I think. Twitter's good for advertising. Advertainment. It's a new word I came up with. Advertainment. It's advertising and entertainment. It's advertainment. That's all Twitter is. And now we're gonna have like video. Now we got Tucker Carlson on Twitter. I'm also seeing that they're trying to monetize like responses. You can respond to certain people if you have a blue check, and you can pay enough money to do so. Again, who's the
because she
real
has a fat ass, bro. Oh
Elon
my
Musk,
God,
man,
niggas
well,
do anything over a fat
whoever
ass.
his team is right now is doing that. Who's coming up with this stuff. We were talking about this on Rule Zero yesterday, and I just say, Elon, learn the lesson.
It makes no sense,
Periscope,
bro.
before you go with the video side of things. But I was just want to point out that one tactic, and I didn't really realize it's been done on me before, but I never really like confronted it like face on. But I was having one main thread of discussion, like a debate back and forth with Destiny. And Destiny said, "Well, show me one study, one research, one data set of the dual mating strategy, or what I explained basically on Fresh and Fit," because his fronting was like, "Well, I came up with all these studies," and he had no answer to it. It's like bullshit, and you know it's bullshit because I'm throwing it out there right there in that clip. But again, this is a discussion that takes a long time to have, and ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody wants to sit around and fuck around, right? Well, okay, dude. Okay, now let's. I'm just gonna keep you around just for now, just for shits and giggles. But so when I have those conversations, and I'm like, okay, when I'm doing this, I'm trying to sift through probably dozens of just shit posts on top of everything else. Like, oh, you didn't tell me what a high value man. It's in that fucking same show. You didn't say what a high value man is. Tell us. You need to catch up. That was last month's like schlock. This month's schlock is something different. And I wanted to point out that having those conversations on Twitter is it's just a dead end. It's just a dead end. And when I have, so let me see if I can complete this thought here. So he asked me, he says, well, give me one study. I gave him 15. Because if you go to my blog, therationalmail.com, and you look on the sidebar where I have suggested reading, people ask me about like books to read and stuff like that. Give me a 10 list. It's already there. It's been there for like over 10 years. But on that list, on my blog roll there, my links to people who I admire, who I think are worthy of a click. One of those is Dr. Marty Hazelton, who I explained in that video. Dr. Marty Hazelton is I would argue one of the premier evolutionary psychologists when it comes to intersexual dynamics. I'm not going to say she single-handedly did this, because she has like her own sort of like colleagues and stuff that help her along with the research. But so when I have to listen to uneducated idiots say, well, that stuff's been debunked. Okay, what's been debunked? Because you're talking about a body of work that's like 25 plus years. And people say, well, without that, then that's the length and the breadth of the red pill. No, it's not. It's absolutely not.
No, what?
When I want to talk about the dualistic mating strategy, when I talk about that,
I'm
talking about alpha folks and beta bucks. But when someone else is talking about that, they tend to, it's like the Jordan Petersons, the Chris Williamsons, the certainly the David Busses, they only want to focus.
Stop. Big Pokey done died, dog. Big Pokey. He don't even look bad. Yeah. 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 What the fuck? Go. Yeah. Yeah.
Next chapter, it's the Pokey Flip and that nigga named Shasta. Ballin' at the Capitol, know we looking good.
Yeah.
Chucking up the deuce and we represent our hood. Hey, look
Cat flip, bro. All these niggas. Yo, these niggas doing that rapping, singing shit before all these little niggas came out. All this new bullshit they doing, man. We been doing this shit in Texas, nigga. The fuck?
These niggas got me fucked up if they tryna take my wheels. Platinum grill, platinum smile, platinum artist, platinum child. I ball out of control into the prom and reptile. I ain't got no stepchild. I ain't even got no children.
Damn, man. Big Pokey, he didn't even look bad, bro. That's the thing about it, man. He ain't even look bad, bro.
Stop playing with him, Big Pokey.
Big Pokey, whose real name is Milton Bowen, passed out.
He wasn't even this big. He looked smaller.
The robber was seen.
He's small, bro. Look at him. He ain't even a big nigga like that no more. This ain't even him no more.
And slammed down on the ground.
What the
The robber
fuck?
is rumored to have died during the performance after suffering a cardiac arrest. Some of the people also blamed the extreme heat in Texas as the reason the robber collapsed on stage during his performance.
Oh man, Big Poke, bro. Oh, we banging Big Pokey all day. We banging Big Pokey in the motherfucking damn. Fuck, we banging Big Pokey all day,
Every now
bro.
and then, Alex from Date
Shit.
will like chime in and say, "Well, the red pill is silent on this. It's never said anything about this." And I'm like, "Dude, I send him links to like 4 or 5 different articles I've written over the past 12 years on the blog, right? No, dude, we've talked about this. This is old news. Well, how come they're not talking about it now? Because it's already been done. We've done this forever. So if you are going to, because this is something that's been really, and I realized this as early as like New Year's Eve of last year. I knew this was going to happen because we're in the election cycle and people are pivoting to other topics, so they want to go into the culture war stuff. But they gotta find some way to make a clean exit, let's just say, from the manosphere. So they got to have some reason why they're leaving the manosphere. Like you've got Andrew Tate saying like, "Oh, those red pill guys, blah blah blah." Who? And I love you, Tate, and I love Andrew, and I love Tristan. Don't get me wrong, but they're doing the same thing everybody else does. Those red pill guys. Who? Who are you talking about? Is it me? Is it Ryan? Is it the guys in Rule Zero? Is it Myron and Fresh? Is it Brian from whatever? Is he part of that? I don't know. Is he red pill adjacent, or is he actually part of the red pill? Like I am not.
Real shit. Everybody needs to get the fuck away from Andrew Tate right now, bro. Everyone needs to get the hell away from the Tates right now. All y'all niggas, bro.
Where are we at? We're at 30 minutes in. Nobody's gonna see this anyway, so. I'm sure there's going to be people who are going to see this title of this video, and they're going to look at the thumbnail and they're going to go, "Rolo's got a big head and a big ego, dude." It's Father's Day. Take the fucking joke. It's yeah. I'm a father and I'm in the red pill. Wow, amazing.
I'm a father too. Let's see how long it takes before I hear from my daughter.
People in chat right now. People in the comment when you get in the comments, when you see the comments later on, you're gonna see so many people who like didn't get it.
From them.
Like, "Oh man, Roll thinks boy, I would hate to be as arrogant as him." Okay, bro. Okay, dude. Let me tell you something. If you're gonna come in using my AV, you're out the door, my friend. Thank you. There you go. All right. So, getting back to the point here is I essentially linked about 15 different studies that have to do with ovulatory shift, which is the foundation, the basis, anyways, of the dual mating preferences of women. So now, apparently,
all right, that's what's up. We're hopping on. Gonna hop on this. Gosh, damn! Well, I was gonna get on No Man's Sky. I was having a lot of fun with this other game last night, though. But I know No Man's Sky can be kind of boring, so I'm not gonna do that. What was it, Zombie Army? play some Warhammer. Let's play some Warhammer. Warhammer. Yeah, I'm about to change the let's change this.
It is the 41st millennium. For 10,000 years, the Imperium has dominated the galaxy. There is only war. Every human soul, from the most highborn lord to the most basic servitor, is dedicated to the service of the God Emperor of mankind. The Imperium's battle fleets and armies, from the conscripted soldiers